Hi guys, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge, and I'm still at my parents' place. It's tough to get good lighting. Hopefully this works out for you. Today I want to talk about spinners. Yes, spinners. They're still a thing. They're still growing. I kind of like spinners, and I found out that my mother, who's very ill, and she's dying from her cancer, she's sitting on a chair most of the time watching TV, just bored out of her teeth, and I gave her this spinner to play with. And she's rather enjoying it. And I gave her a different spinner that has some ball bearings in it. And she spins it, and when it gets slow, it starts making little tinging kind of noises and stuff. And it's a good distraction for her while she's just sitting there, television's on or whatever. And she can just spin something. It's just a little bit of something that helps out break some of the monotony. And there's other good reasons for spinners. You've heard all the talk about how it's good for people with ADHD and different kinds of things. I think regular folks can sometimes benefit from having something like this. I know that during the boring drive, 5 days on the road between Alberta and Ontario, we don't like to go on the big interstates anyways, the big highways, because those are super boring. We like to go on small 2-lane roads and try to do most of the drive that way. And we did that from Montana almost up to Chicago. It's almost exclusively on just 2-lane highways going through small towns and stuff, and it's great. But also that gets a little boring sometimes, and I had a spinner that I was playing with, and just a little bit of something different to break up some of the monotony. Unfortunately, I couldn't drive very much because of my meds. I get kind of very sleepy when I'm driving. But let's get on to these spinners that I want to share with you today. These are 2 spinners I asked GearBest to send to me, and they sent them to me at their cost. These 2 are made by FURA, F-U-R-A. These spinners are not the inexpensive $5, $6, $4 ones. These ones cost a little bit. These ones are costing in American dollars around $25 and in Canadian dollars low 30s. And so they cost a little bit, but they've got great stainless steel bearings inside. The rest of it is made with a titanium zinc alloy, and that gives them a really good kind of feel and a nice weight to them. And I really like these quite a lot. I'm going to show you different pictures of what these look like because the pictures that I get off of GearBest are going to be better than what I can show you on video. So if you're interested at all in learning about some higher quality spinners, not top quality, but these are higher quality spinners, then stick around. This is the first spinner that I want to talk about. They don't have a name, but I've got links in the description below. And in the description, I'm going to call this the 2-sided spinner, and I'm going to call this the wheel or the star wheel spinner, so that you can differentiate in the 2. In the description below the video, you'll see a little bit of text, and then you'll see the words in capital letters, show more. Click on show more, and you'll get the links to buy these. The benefit of using my links is that I get a tiny commission off of these things, and that helps fund my channel to get products and pay for equipment, lighting and camera and microphone and stuff like that. And all of those things are things that I'm working on. So let's start with this guy. This one actually costs a little bit more money than this one. And this one comes in 3 different colors where the body is all the same anodized color. And then they've got a slightly different version where this main flat that's next to the ball bearing, the main flat area here is just sort of polished steel, and then the rest of it is anodized. All these angled cuts and stuff, facets, those are all anodized. And that one costs very much the same, just a few cents different than this one, and I'll have links below for all of them. What I like about these is the weight. It's a good weight. This little guy is 37 grams, 1.3 ounces. And on GearBest's website, it says it spins for 130 seconds. That's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I did some very basic tests. It spins longer than that. For me, it spins well over 3 minutes. And I'm not very good at spinning these. And all I did was do a little flick like that, and it was spinning for over 3 minutes. I could do I could do that kind of thing really hard, and oh, there, that was a hard one. And I'm sure I can get this thing to spin for 4.5 minutes. And if I'm really, really good at it, maybe put it on the tabletop and do the flick thing. Who knows? It spins quite a while. If you want to open it up and look inside, I've got a picture of it inside. What I just do is I put my thumbs on either side, and then I rotate one of them counterclockwise, and that gets the unscrewing started. And then you can unscrew the sections, and you take this piece off. So the way this works is these two pieces screw together, and then the bearing sits in between there. And here you can see that little bearing, and you can see those little, the way it's set up. It's all stainless steel. Let's count those ball bearings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stainless steel ball bearings. This is stainless steel as well, and the rest is all anodized with titanium zinc alloy. So let me put this back together again. They do, I found when I got the package, and they came in, a plastic bag. Inside the plastic bag was this. This is a little tin container, a little bit of foam in there, and it was inside there like that. So you can see it in there. You open it up, you take it out. And I found the very first spin that I did, I'm still tightening this back up again, there was a slight wobble to it, and that's because these two steel pads were not tight. So what I do is I put one thumb on here, put the other thumb on there. Now I rotate one clockwise, and that helps snug it up. I would not recommend using a permanent thread locker, but I would probably, if you're going to use these for a long time, use one of those temporary thread lockers. I think temporary is usually in blue, and you could put that on those threads, and then it's not going to come loose on you while you're using it. But take a good close look at this. I'm going to try to move forward here so you can see it. Hopefully the light's good enough. You've got a nice rounded face right there, and then you've got these facets milled onto it there. And it just looks really, really good. This is the, I believe it's the bronze version, the bronzed anodized. And it just, watch how smooth it turns. It just is so smooth. No sound coming off of it. If you put it right up next to your ear, you can just barely hear just the slightest sound. And when you spin it fast, there's a tiny little bit of a whistle right there. Do not do what I was silly enough to do once. I put a little bit of oil on there. Do not put oil on your bearings. Yes, oil is supposed to defeat friction a little bit and help things run smoothly. But on something like this, on these spinners, you'll actually slow down your spinner. Don't oil them. Leave them dry as can be. And you hear a little bit of sound on that one. Love this thing. So the price on this is about 27 US and around 34 Canadian. Maybe GearBest is going to give me a coupon code, and if they do, I'll put it in the description below. These things are just plain fun. You've watched all the other videos about how fun they are and stuff, and I told you about how long it spins. Now this guy comes in two different versions. You get the version that has these holes cut out, and then they've got another version where there are no holes, and it's just all solid. The one with holes is 53 grams, 1.9 ounces. The one without any holes is 74 grams, 2.6 ounces. And it's got these nice little notches there, so it's really easy to spin because it's just a wheel. And the weight is balanced out really well, and it just spins. I just put my finger on there, you heard that sound. It spins very, very well, and it's just an awful lot of fun. I should give you the sizes. The distance across is on the bottom of the screen right here because I didn't measure it ahead of time. And for this one, the distance across is the same. As you can see, they're both right here. These are just cool little fun toys. They're a whole lot better than those cheap three-sided plastic ones. I just like them an awful lot. So here you go. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, and all that other good stuff. and enjoy your spinners.